Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks, folks. At least I'm here on time for this part. All right, so good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Megan and Joe's big day. Hello! So I'm John, and I am a beautiful bride's father. A pleasure to be that today. So Megan and Joe asked me to say a few quick words today. So here they are: acceleration, rapid, and velocity. And the jokes don't get any better. Boom, boom. So before we start, I wanted to say that if my Glasgow accent is a little difficult for you, then and you can't follow, then just come and see me a bit later, and we'll have a little swig out of this. And after that, you won't really care. Or alternatively, I think it's table 4 here, Rishi was learning fluent Glaswegian on the stag, and it was quite impressive, really, because he was doing it whilst drinking Guinness out of a shoe. So, and it wasn't even his shoe. So it's a bit disgusting, really, but what can you do? Yeah. So I want to thank you all for being here to celebrate this incredibly special day, and it means so much to the Hood Deeks family and the Rose family. So thank you. And an extra warm welcome to guests who have travelled from afar. I think we've got some people from Portugal, from Holland, from Scotland, Yorkshire, and quite a lot of people from London, I think, as well. So that's nice. Boo. No. Well, there is going to be a bit of booing in this speech. So. I wasn't sure if I should do this, but you do look quite friendly bunch. So I've noticed at weddings that the two noises that come out of the guests is usually ah and ooh, because some nice things are said, and quite rightly. But today, I'm going to ask you to stick to ah and boo, because there's some things that have to be said, and it's mostly about you, Joe. So this is my last chance to get it off my chest. Right, so as tradition dictates, we've got to practice this ah and booing, right? So if we just split the room like that table's usually the ahs, right, over here, right? And you lot are the boos. I'm getting a bit, they're quite good at that, aren't they, already, right? So that's it, right? So we'll have a little practice first. The left arm goes up as ah, right, ready? Right. Ah, right. And the right hand, boo. Well, it's quite enthusiastic boos. They've obviously heard me speaking before. That's all my pals on that table there, so. Boo. Boo. Another 5 minutes and that'll be it. So, but seriously, standing here today, I'm looking at my beautiful wee daughter, or my wee darling, as I call her. I can't help but feel a mix of emotions. So, this is the day, after all, that I gave my daughter away. And as a Scotsman, you know that we do not like giving anything away. You can do some ahs whenever you want. So seriously, Megan, I also have some very nostalgic feelings today as well. So thinking back when you were little, remembering your wee tiny hand in my hand when we go to the shops or the market for getting sweets and all that sort of pick and mix, yeah. So remembering all, it makes you think about all those days. And enjoying this as well, when you used to do the, very enthusiastically, she used to love doing quizzes at the dinner table, wasn't it? So she was always wanting to learn things and do things really quickly. So she learned to walk when she was 8 months old, which is a complete nightmare in the pub, because you keep running away. We were new parents, we didn't really know how to do it properly. But she learned to ride a bike when she was 3, and she even wanted to earn her own money when she was very young. So now, with that one, I was happy to oblige. So with her very first job, and it was ironing shirts for me. So at that time, I would wear a shirt, 5 shirts. On a Sunday afternoon, she'd be slaving away ironing these shirts. Right. And it was great. I was watching TV, football on the telly, feet up. So thank you, Megan. I don't think I've said proper thank you to for that. So. But even then, she claimed that this was slave labour. So, but I reckon you can't beat 50 pence a shirt, free accommodation, and all the food you can eat as an 8-year-old. So. But seriously, Megan, you've grown up to be a kind, loving and successful woman, and your mum and I would just burst with pride with you. So, we love you very much. You're a beautiful girl in so many ways, and even now we miss you around the house, and you've been gone quite a number of years, of course. So, although there is one thing that we don't miss, and that is Megan singing. So, have you heard her singing? Yeah. Oh my God. Right, so Joe, I've got a little gift for you. Right, to welcome you to the family. You can put them on now, and you don't have to listen to the rest of my speech. Yeah. It's just as well he's got them on because we're moving on to Joe now. Well, I've got a few things to say about you, Joe. And this is where you might feel that you want to boo. Some things have just got to be said, Joe. And from the moment I first met you, I thought you were fair to middling. Yeah. I was happy to tell you. You can boo, get the boos going. Yeah. So, Jackie's looking a bit worried now. Josie's fell off her chair. So, but anyway, now don't get me wrong, I can't explain this. For our family and Scottish friends, we've always had a scoring system, and it's worked very well over a number of years. And you've got to excuse my language, but if you met a new person, you judged them. Yeah, and they were either shite or all right. Yeah. So I've had to invent a new level for Joe, which is this level is definitely higher, Joe. So, I changed it especially for you. So. And I have to say, well done to Megan for picking out Joe as a good one. Yeah, and Joe, you're a lucky man. Yeah. I'm nearly there. Yeah. So seriously, Joe, it is clear to me how much you love Megan and how much Megan loves you. So Deb and I really appreciate it, that you care for her, you respect her, and we especially like how you've supported her through ups and downs of growing up, because you met so young, 16 years old. There's a lot of learning together in between there. So, and as a father, I can't really ask for more. Thank you, Joe. Right, however, let's get back to reality. Right, so everything I said there was as a boyfriend. Right? So we're just going to have to see how Joe's going to get on as a son-in-law. This is his next challenge. Will he come round to see us every Sunday? Or will I have to wash the car and cut the grass myself? So enough about being nice to Joe. I've got a little bit of fatherly advice, and I'm nearly there. Yeah. So, getting married is another one of your great adventures, and you've had a lot of adventures. So, but please keep in mind that you're not alone on this particular adventure. Take a moment to look around this room, all the people here, and I'm sure you'll see the support and the love of every single person in this room cheering you both on. So lean into us when you need it. Finally, thank God I can hear John Morrison. I'm looking forward to sharing a great night with you all. Enjoy yourselves. Make sure you drink all the whiskey on the premises if you can. And one last thought, hopefully Megan will not be singing tonight. So anyway, congratulations to Megan and Joe. Please, I'd like to end with a toast. If you can raise your glasses to Megan and Joe. Cheers. Thank you.
Right, hello everyone. If you aren't already aware, I'm Alex, Joe's brother and best man. Right, so to start off, I need all of your help. I've wrote 2 speeches, which one is nice and one is a bit more controversial. So I would like everyone's input on which one you'd like to hear. No, whoa. So if you'd like to hear, if you could now please raise a hand if you'd like to hear the controversial speech. Oh, it's not looking good, Joe. And now please raise a hand if you'd like to hear the nice speech. Oh. Right, thank you, everyone. Right, I just wanted to worry you. Don't worry, I'll go for a nice one. Sorry, everyone. To start off, I just wanted to say, Megan, you look absolutely stunning today, and being supported by two beautiful bridesmaids, Hannah and Maddie. Megan, since you first appeared at our dinner table in 2013 and managed to stomach my mum's cooking, we knew you were a keeper. From that day on, you have truly fitted perfectly into our family. And speaking on behalf of the Roses, when you came into our lives, Joe found the love of his life, my mum and dad gained a daughter, and me and Maddie gained a sister. And today makes that all official. Oh. We are pleased, Megan, that you've decided to take on the Rose name, but let's be honest, Megan Louise Hooddeeks Rose is a bit of a mouthful. As for my brother Joe, you're a top bloke, and I'm buzzing it has all worked out the way it has. And judging from the stag at the races, if your choice of wife is anything like your choice of horses, you're on to a winner. And my memories of our childhood is that we have different personalities, but we have always got along. You were into schoolwork, Warhammer, board games, playing the trumpet, and when I prefer more outdoor hobbies. Sorry, mate. And one hobby that we continue to share is playing tennis. That I'm proud to say, after hours of competing against one another and private lessons, we are both very much below average tennis players. Despite this, Joe, how did it feel to be the second best average tennis player in the household? But Joe, it has to be said, you're a great big brother and someone who has always supported me and someone I've always looked up to. And I'm sure our friendship will continue. To both of you, we're all excited to see what the future brings, but knowing you two, it's all been planned out. But I just hope I'm part of those plans. Please raise your glasses, to the wonderful couple, Meg and Joe. Thank you, everyone.
Hello. So I'm sure I need no introduction to the people in this room, but any excuse for me to say it. I'm Hannah, and I'm the unofficial sister to our stunning bride. Sorry, please bear with me. I'm a bit of a crier, and it's a bit of an emotional day. So I just recently, I learned that Megan only went to QE College, the backdrop to our happy couple's love story, because I went there a few years prior. So Joe, what can I say, except you're welcome. And I accept thanks in the form of flight vouchers whenever you get a moment. Megan, where on earth can I start? Oh my goodness. Gosh. Megan, you and I have been partners in make-believe games. We've been teammates in Blind Man's Bluff. We have matched in incredibly questionable fashion phases. You have kept me young, playing Barbies and Polly Pockets, and you have endured my incredibly overactive imagination in bedtime stories. We have gossiped over hot chocolates at Blend. Oh, we have sung, as it's a bit of a running theme, we have sung terribly at karaoke. And we have both taken part in multiple kitchen dance sessions where we've pretended to be doing the washing up. We've seen each other through our disastrous cooking phases, copious amounts of Prosecco. We have done graduations together, city moves, and we've even lived together for a short period of time. We've travelled, and now we get to cheer each other on in our career moves together. Oh my God. And now you've given me the honour of standing by your side on your wedding day. Oh my God. I know. So Joe, to you, I hope that you have as much fun growing old with Megan as I have growing up with her.
Hello. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Can everyone hear me? Grandma Joyce excluded. Don't worry about it. No, that's fine. Anyway, it's hard to follow those. That's some lovely speeches. Thank you, John, for your nice words. You're probably wondering. Boo! Yeah, boo! Yeah. You're probably wondering why we've gathered you here today. It took me ages to come up with that. We're gathered to celebrate the joining of two lives in a very real and legally binding sense. I hope you all have a lovely day today, but please don't lose sight of the fact that today is about Meg and me. However, I remember my dad saying to me on my 18th birthday, "It's the people around you that shape your life," and I can truly say that me and Meg are surrounded here today by people that we love and admire. So thank you all for coming. Yeah, why not? Yeah. I'd like to make an early and especially special mention to our parents, Jackie, Paul, Deborah and John. They've been there for us every step of the way, and me and Meg wouldn't exist without them. Like this, go for the jokes. You can see the structure, Hannah and Maddie, you were both fantastic bridesmaids and a great help to Meg. And thank you also to my brilliant brother and best man, Alex. And thank you for the speech. Yeah, Warhammer was a brief phase, okay? It was a brief phase. There are, unfortunately, a few members of our family that I would like to toast you today that could not be here. If we could all raise our glasses for us, please, to Meg's dear grandparents, Mary, Sid and Barry, and to my own, George and Ron. So, cheers to them. Thank you, everyone. Have a sip. I'll wait for your sip. Cool, brilliant. I've wrote here, wait for sip. And now to the star of the show and my life, Meg. Didn't think you'd get away with it. A day with Meg is always a day worth having. She has a view of the world that's so interesting and insightful. And for me to get to share my life with her is something I will always treasure. And you look absolutely gorgeous as well, as an aside. You look brilliant. I'd like everyone to think back 11 years to when me and Meg first met. Jeremy Clarkson had just punched a producer. Hello by Adele was #1. And Iran had entered a new nuclear arms deal. If you're wondering exactly what it looks like, take a look at Phoebe, over there, Meg's cousin. She was born within weeks of me and Meg making it Facebook official. It may not surprise you to hear that we met while modelling. I'm surprised you, John. Meg, or Megan as she was known to everyone, because I started the Meg thing, caught my eye from across the university car park. The next day I gave her my number and asked her to drop me a text. And the story does almost end there because she didn't text me. But I went back again the next day, and she did eventually text me. At this point, I started to think of myself with that woman with the elegant, almost elfish name of Megan Hood Deeks. Sorry, it's changed now, 3 weeks of Sainsbury's meal deals and Costa coffees later, while crossing the bridge near the carpet shop in Market Harbour, near where the KFC used to be, I asked her if we were official, and she said yes. Over the many years we've now been together, I've really come to know Meg, and I'm sure you'll all agree, she hates travelling. She's not bothered about fancy food. She's slow-moving and delicate. And she's not too fussed about planning ahead. And she's beautiful. Boo! That was that one almost got cut, but it's too funny. As many of you will know, we did go against our parents' wishes and have already moved in together. And I'm ashamed to admit that we had already kissed before today. Now, when you marry Meg, one of the bonuses, if anyone is thinking of doing the same, is that you get 2 new families for the price of 1. The Macmillan O'Briens, from around day 3, have been so welcoming to me and have become some of the people I trust most in the world. Now, I know I'm meant to poke fun at Deborah and John here, especially as I go last, but I think it makes you look a lot worse, John, if I've only said nice things about you. Yeah, in fact, after what you said, their guidance and support as me and Meg have grown up has been wonderful, and I couldn't ask for a better mother and father-in-law. So I will look after her. Me and Meg have gone on to experience some unbelievable things together. For those of you who feel that we haven't really talked about our trip around South America, please make yourselves known at the end, and me and Meg will show you the PowerPoint. Over our 6-month trip, Meg's due diligence meant that only £3 of the budget was unaccounted for. Meg believes I gave some loose change to a homeless man in Ecuador. It was eventually categorised as miscellaneous. I'm sure when my mum and dad were growing up in Sheffield, they thought their children would one day find themselves in the jungles of Peru. All this has led us to today, to the happiest day of my life, to be married to Meg. Everyone here is happier with you in their lives. And I get to share every day with you. And now, it's a bit old school, but to finish, I've actually written a poem. For Meg, on our wedding day, wait for applause. I said I love you 3 months in, and I meant it. You're wonderful in every way and really fit. You've changed me into a better man. Kids are definitely part of the plan. Lover of a sweet treat, hater of my feet, spritzing perfume on letters at university, preparing a Christmas dinner on my night shifts for me. The longest relationship from school, other than Bryony and Elliot, that award they can take. Millie Neal doesn't count. They had a 1-year break. Always remembering your old name. Thank you today to everyone who came. Meg, you're the best person in the world I could have chose. Can we all please stand and raise our glasses to Mrs. Rose? Cheers, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Hey. Cheers.